Hi, how are ya? My name is not important. What is important, however, is knowledge. In today's lesson, I will teach you all about the wonders and horrors of pride, tolerance, and respect. What are these things? Do they have any real importance to the human species? Are they positive or negative words? Well, strap yourself in, motherfucker, and let's find out. Act 1. Pride. Let's start today's lesson with pride, which is, actually one of the 7 sins that'll land you in hell. Just saying. You know. Anyways, so pride is a word we use to describe a type of emotion. Kind of, technically, like, alright, for example, if you spend 10 hours fighting an annoying boss in a video game, losing every goddamn try, but then you finally kill the bastard, what do you feel? Well, you feel a sense of accomplishment. You feel as though you have truly done something for yourself, right? You feel proud. Get it? No? Okay. Then let's say you have a sister, a 16-year-old sister with autism. Your parents are both dead, of course, and you're all she's got. This sister of yours is really into photography. Photography, not pornography, that's another thing. She always has one of those, Polaroid cameras hanging off her neck. And, you know those cameras? You know those cameras that you, take a picture and a picture comes out and have to, shake it? Because it's a show immediately, so you have to, shake it. Shake it off, yeah. Until the photo comes on the thing, and then you know those cameras. Those are pretty fucking cool. I know someone who has one of those. I think. One day she decides to show these photos to a magazine. Let's call the magazine Playa. Playa magazine. Yeah. Playa really digs her photos and hires her as their official photographer, paying her $200 an hour. She comes home one night, shows you her photos in their magazine. What do you feel when you see her photos and her big, wide smile? You feel proud, not of yourself, but of your sister. That is what pride means. It's a sort of satisfying feeling. You feel good when you're prideful. You feel so good when you masturbate. Now, is pride important? Is pride something you truly need to be happy? Well, that is a complicated question, because if you don't feel any sort of pride, then how can you feel any sort of happiness or satisfaction about the goals you reached? But then on the other hand, if you don't feel any pride, then you'll be able to easily let go of life and move on to the other side. Can you even live without any form of pride? If you do, does that mean you instead are carrying a bunch of shame around? God damn. Shame leads to sadness, and sadness leads to depression, and depression leads to death. Due to that, having a sense of pride is very important. But not too much, just enough pride to keep the fucking shame away. Because on the other hand, if you have too much pride, then you will become arrogant, and arrogance leads to carelessness, and carelessness also leads to fucking death. So the answer to this is, really all about balance. Don't go too far in either direction, or you will face the judgment of the Grim Reaper. What does pride mean to me? What is my definition of pride? Well, I just told you what pride is to me, silly. Pride is one of the best character traits. Some of my favorite characters have some form of pride, often in a dangerous amount. And I love it, It's fucking awesome. One of the most memorable moments where, pride has become a problem in the story is Walter motherfucking White. Walter White is by far one of the best characters ever made, And he's such a prideful fuck. fucking dick too, you know? And it's awesome. Like, his issue with Pride is one of the reasons why he is such a memorable character, because basically everything he does in the show, he does because he's too prideful to do something else, you know? Dutch Van der Linde is also one of the best characters of all time, and he too suffers from some serious goddamn pride issues. That is why he never admits that he's wrong or that he's fucked up. That is why he betrays fucking everyone in the end. Hell, even when he dies, he doesn't, admit that he's wrong. Not really. He dies as a prideful, greedy, insane outlaw. Characters I've written also suffer from pride. Lucas Orion, for example. He literally ends the entire fucking world when he sends out the defective COVID-19 vaccines, being too lazy and too fucking prideful to check if the goddamn things are dangerous or not. And when everyone around him turns into freaky blue-eyed monsters, he can't admit to himself or anyone that he fucked up. He always says he did it for the good of humanity, that he can fix this goddamn apocalypse. Even though he can't, he almost wiped out humanity, okay? He turned the world into apocalyptic nightmare. He committed the biggest goddamn genocide in all of human history, all because he was too prideful, too arrogant, too full of himself to do his fucking job. And now his teenage brother will have to grow up in this goddamn apocalyptic bullshit. His brother will lose everyone he's ever loved because of him. God damn you, Lucas. God damn it to hell. Okay, kids, that was Pride. Let's move on to Tolerance. Act 2. Tolerance. What is tolerance? Well, my friend, tolerance is a word we use to describe how much we allow a certain behavior to go on. For example, what if a guy at work keeps eating all the donuts? The donuts they got bought for all of you. Can you tolerate that? Can you allow the behavior to go on? Is it important to be tolerant though? Doesn't matter. Let's take a closer look at the donut example. Do you allow that behavior to go on? You want donuts as well, and that fat fuck keeps eating them. Now maybe he's poor, right? Can't afford his own food and the donuts are the only source he has. Then maybe, and just maybe, can you tolerate that? However, I'm pretty fucking certain he has other sources of food, and Fatty 4 right here are only eating donuts because he's a huge goddamn dick. Fuck no, I ain't tolerating that shit. I want donuts as well. Can tolerance go too far though? Fuck yeah! Let's say you have a son. That son is very antisocial. He has no friends, listens to emo music, and watches some very, very disturbing videos on LiveLeak. One day you discover he's killed 3 cats under the Aberdeen Bridge. You don't scold him though. You don't say that was wrong. You don't do anything to help his sick little mind. You instead tell yourself that he's fine, he's just interested in the cat's biology. Nothing's wrong with my sweet little boy. Now a few months later he gets arrested for murder, triple homicide, killed 3 girls with a sledgehammer. Yep. Tolerance can go too far. Act 3. Respecta. Respect. Respect is a word we use to describe how much we this is a hard word to explain, honestly. Respect is how we feel about other people, I guess. Like if we respect someone, then we most likely won't hurt them or treat them like trash, That is what respect is. I guess, I don't know, it's a hard word to just, explain like that. You'll understand at the end, alright, I promise. Just hold on. Why is respect important? Well, like I said before, if you don't respect someone, then you most likely will treat them like human garbage. And that ain't good, bro. Most of the time. There are times when treating someone like shit is justified, but those times are rare. I hope. For a lot of people, Being treated like trash will make them sad and depressed. Now, if you remember what I said before, depression leads to death. So don't be a dick. How can you learn to be respectful towards someone? If there is someone you don't like, perhaps it's your mom, teacher, brother or sister, at least treat them like human beings. Like, that's the thing. You can respect someone even if you don't, even if you think they're a piece of shit, you know? But always treat people fair and with dignity. Don't go around being mean to them. Don't beat them or be abusive. Treat them with respect. Even if you hate the motherfucker. Do I personally try my best to be respectful towards others? I think so. Now maybe it's a little easier for me since I find it really hard to care about things that don't, mean shit. But there is one type of human I absolutely despise. The type of person I hate the most. Just absolutely the person I hate the most. People who say Bridge to Terabithia sucks. If you think that, you don't deserve a single drop of respect. You're the lowest of the lows, the most disgusting, worthless piece of trash to ever walk the earth. The world will be better off if you took a permanent time out, kiddo. Bridge to Terabithia is a masterpiece. End of story. The ending of the essay, whatever. So we have finally reached the end of my lesson. I know y'all can't wait to get the hell out of here. I do too. Hell, I want to leave more than all of you combined. Seriously, I have songs to record, scripts to write. Before you leave though, I have just a few more things to say. In today's lesson, I have tried my best to teach you all about pride, tolerance and respect. What are these things? Well, they are three somewhat important concepts some humans understand and try their best to follow. You could say they're guidelines. Guidelines for how to be a good fella. A good fella as in a nice person, not a good fella as in a motherfucking Sicilian gangster. Are these concepts important? Sure, if they're used correctly. There are plenty of times where people use them for malicious purposes, as in most things. Are these positive or negative words? Like I said before, they are intended to be used for good, but sometimes, they just ain't. And that's it, folks. Today's lesson is over. Have a good day, kid.